3, 2, 1, go!
Hey there everyone, welcome to the first ever birthday or anniversary of the Landon Does Stuff channel. Yeah folks, on this day last year, or well, someday really close to it, February 1st, 2023, I released my first and, as of the time of writing, most popular video on this very channel. That being, well, what is the corruption? Friday Night Funkin' Mod retrospective. And hey, before we get going, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's either been here since the start, joined during the reimagined retrospective, or even if this is my first video after the direct, from the direct. I know the channel has been kind of dead for like a month or two, but no matter what, thank you for just joining me on this crazy ride. The direct has been a real pace breaker for this channel, but now with that being almost finished as of the time of recording this, it's almost time we get back to normal. So yeah, 1 year in. It's kind of crazy to think we've come so far in just this 1 year. I mean, there's so many channels I know that just die after like a couple months, but this one stuck around for some reason. I don't know why. Do you guys like me or something? I mean, thanks, I guess. But yeah, enough of the intro. I have a feeling that this is just gonna get memed to death like Pyrocynical, but you know, hey, who cares, right? Seriously though, thank you. Though now, with all of that out of the way, I want to go ahead and get a bit nostalgic today. So, why don't we go ahead and look back at your favorite episodes from the last 3 weeks of the corruption, at the time of writing at least. That being Boyfriend/Soul, Girlfriend, and Pico week, if in case you were wondering what weeks at the time of recording and writing are the most, like, concurrent. Not including No week, because that's not finished yet as of the time of recording. I don't know, it may be finished by the time the video's up, or been, like, teased, like, the final episode's releasing really soon. Though, you may be wondering, hey, Landon, how the hell do you know our favorite episodes from each of these fucking weeks? Are you a psychic? Well, no. Though, really, that would be fucking awesome. I am not a psychic. I only posted a couple of polls around Halloween time asking what your favorite episodes from each of the 3 weeks were. So, yeah, we're going to be taking a look at Tormentor, Estranged, and Discharge, because apparently that was your favorite episode from each of the days. Though it's weird because when I posted a poll about the weeks, Pico week 1, even though none of the videos were picked. I guess it's more of a consistent quality type thing. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Though, yeah, in between looking at these episodes, we're going to have a couple of surprises in between. Like, you know, behind the scenes type stuff and a little sneak peek to the next video that's going to be coming out. And the future of this channel. So why don't we just go ahead and get right into the first ever Landon Does Stuff anniversary. Alright, why don't we just go ahead and start a quick recap, in case, you know, you don't know what's happened in the story so far. So at this point, I think anyone watching this video knows the corruption. If not, there's a bunch of videos! Just saying! But, yeah, let's go ahead and just do a quick recap. It's gonna take like 5 seconds. Alright, so, corruption overpowered the entire world, except for Diaderos, being the only one left standing. After an all-out deathmatch, he would fall, and eventually, yeah, world overpowered, bad. But his efforts weren't completely sought in vain, as Boyfriend was able to regain consciousness inside his mind, and now is fighting for control against the corruption, you know, from inside of his own mind. But our blue-haired friend is not going to be alone here, as a cutscene plays to start our first episode.
Three, two, one, go!
Now with that out of the way, it looks like it's time we begin our first episode, released on July 10th, 2021, featuring the song Tormentor by both Saster and Simply Crispy. Now then, with our little title card out of the way, it looks like Boyfriend is face to face with a twisted version of himself, floating with sharp claws, a tail, and a white eye and mouth, with this version of Boyfriend looking a whole lot like his glitchy form when he took in the final fight with Spirit during Senpai's week. With Boyfriend's unconscious, corrupted body shown on the screen inside of his mind, our blue-balled hero finally wakes up from his corrupted nap, ready to take his body and world back, confident as always, with his smirk ready to take down the monster that destroyed his world, as this great version of Boyfriend begins to speak, saying things like, not enough, too easy, again, you, try this, and useless. Always trying to motivate Boyfriend. It's not enough to save them. This is too easy. Try again. You need to wake up. try this, kid. And it's useless if you're gonna fight like this. Though, I really don't have much more to add, to be honest. Besides that, I really love Tormentor as a song. I think it's the perfect, like, wake up, time for action type of beat that they were really going for. So, just give it a listen for a bit. I promise you that it's great. Just seriously, please, no, don't turn me off. Please, no, I want to talk. I love it. Though, as our first episode wraps up, we have one more cutscene to send off Boyfriend's return. Though enough of that first episode, it's almost time for Estranged. But before that, I came to interrupt with a riddle of sorts that, if guessed correctly, will be able to tell you what the next video is going to be about. So why don't I go ahead and get to reading? Okay. Old I am not. Atop a party we stand. Sounds of thunder are guaranteed. You take a gamble with me? Rewards may be seen. But know this now, the deed will not be clean. So go ahead and take some time to ponder and wonder what that could mean, and put your guess in the comments. But we gotta go ahead and hurry up, because it's time we go ahead and dive into our next episode, released on July 30th, 2022. This time featuring the song Estranged by Saster, Squeak, and Jellyfish. Wow, a threesome this time. That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Though, our second episode being the second episode of Boyfriend Against a Corrupted Girlfriend. With hopes high and her beginning to uncorrupt, it looks like Boyfriend has got this in the bag. After a close call during his first battle with an illusion, when his girlfriend was like, "Hey, I'm uncorrupted, look at me! Psych, bitch! Stabby stab!" Boyfriend's the fucking Chad, dodging that, by the way. Our blue-haired dwarf is as now motivated as ever. There is just gonna be no stopping him now. With the two battling on the stage scene during Deathmatch, though now dimly lit, with Girlfriend sitting on her speakers like usual, and having spikes coming from behind her back, with scratch marks seen in the background. However, it looks like someone forgot to pay the electric bill. Do they have electricians in the world of Corrupted? See, I'm asking the real question. Like, yeah, it looks like they don't, I guess they just don't pay bills. Does anyone run them? Do they have jobs? I would find it really funny if Corrupted Pico worked at a McDonald's. I don't know why. That just clicks with my brain. Yeah, that would be really funny, actually. Holy shit. Can I take your order, please? Hey there, can I get a McRib? And then Pico just, like, mauls the person. Like, realistically, that's what would happen, guys. Let's be, like, real for a second. Though, did I just really make a giant tangent about Pico working at McDonald's? Or, well, Corrupted Pico? Huh. Shit. Man, I feel like I should have cut this. However, it looks like someone forgot to pay the electric bill, as Girlfriend loses details in her design and the lights are cut. And she actually begins to re-corrupt. It doesn't immediately break Boyfriend down though, as he keeps his cocky smirk, thinking that this is just a trick and another illusion, just like day one. Though, as the two keep singing, he begins to grow worried that his singing and his fighting isn't working, and he's gonna fail the one person he loves most. Again. And as the light returns, Girlfriend is fully corrupted once again, with Boyfriend losing hope, looking depressed as Girlfriend taunts him. Do you think you are making progress? You won't survive. It's pointless. Stop trying. You can't save her. And the poster that once mentioned the Harvest Festival flat out saying give up. And this begins to break Boyfriend as he spirals deeper and deeper down, with him not even able to look at Girlfriend, keeping his head down until, finally, Boyfriend snaps, with this blur effect increasing as a red hue overtakes the screen. Boyfriend is on the brink of losing it all. He can't keep going as girlfriend has taken his will to keep fighting, knowing he let the one person he loved down. It's soon enough that boyfriend can't keep fighting, and succumbs to girlfriend. Boyfriend returns to his mind, depressed in a haze, not knowing if he should get back up and fight, still feeling this urge to keep going, even with no hope left. Boyfriend knows that if he doesn't get up now, everybody he loves is gonna stay infected forever, and he'll just be another one who fell. No, this can't be how it ends, right? He has to keep fighting. He's the last hope for the world, and he knows it. He just needs a little push in the right direction from an old friend. As Soul makes an appearance, covered in darkness, he gives boyfriend the pep talk he needs to end this fight. As we turn back to the stage where it all began, the haze is gone and girlfriend is uncorrupted once again. It looks like all of that was just a nasty illusion from girlfriend. And it's only a matter of time before this little victory for boyfriend comes to an end. As girlfriend is soon enough to pull out her last trump card to try and stop boyfriend. Though, enough of that. It's time for some behind the scenes stuff, mainly focusing on what is the corruption's first part in this channel. You'll get 3 fun facts, and then we end with our final episode for today. So, I hope you're ready, because fun fact number 1. What is the Corruption was originally meant to be a project for Corruptober. I started it in late September of 2022, if I remember correctly, thinking, oh hey, an hour and a half long project, a month and a half, that would obviously be enough time to script, record, and edit everything. Obviously, judging by the release date, that was not the case. Yeah, oh god, I even rushed it. You can tell it was rushed, like the voiceovers were ass and everything. They really did not come out that well. Oh man, it could have been so much better. And I'm not gonna lie, I live with a little bit of spite knowing that that's my most popular video and that's the one that people know me most for. It was my first, so I give myself a little bit of leeway, but dude, I could have done so much better. Like, even looking at the FNAF videos, the jump in quality was crazy. By the way, go watch those. Actually, don't watch those. Those are old and they probably still suck. If I were to watch them again, I'd probably hate them too. I think I just hate Was the Corruption because it got so popular. Though, number 2. Tier list time actually wasn't in the original concept for Was the Corruption. I think it was about halfway through production. I had just finished editing Pico's Peak and thought about an idea. Hey, what if I made a tier list featuring each week? And by this point, the script was done. It was finished, and I didn't want to go near Google Docs for a fucking month. Because I work on videos in parts. I do the scripting, then I do the voiceovers, or I will do, like, depending on if I need gameplay or not. Actually, I should probably mention this. It'll go gameplay, script, voiceovers, edit, done. Right? That, makes sense. Or I get the footage, I watch the footage, script, voiceover, edit, done. So that's normally how the video planning process and making process goes, in case you were wondering. But, I'll save all of the technical shit for a Q&A if that ever happens. Probably will eventually. But, yeah. I did not want to touch Google Docs for a month, so I went completely unscripted for those bits, and I think you can kind of tell. Even then, the whole video kind of sounds unscripted, because I took the first take, and there was a lot of, and, like... There's one part at Girlfriend's Week where I just burp, and I didn't cut it out or, like, try to, like, lessen the volume. It just shows how unexperienced I was with, like, doing all of this in general. Though, yeah, that was very interesting. Tier list time wasn't meant to exist. But the last and, honestly, coolest fact about the channel, and that being that I was originally planning to upload 3 types of content. One, obviously, being the one that you know me for, the retrospectives and the reviews, you know, of the corruption mod and things like that. And I plan on making more that are not just corruption-based, just so you know, in case you're like, well, I like the guy, but I don't like the content that much. Or if you're like, I like the content, but I fucking hate the guy, just so you know, red flag, I may be leaving the corruption, so just keeping that in mind. Not soon. I'll dive into it more on live streams. By the way, come check those out. They're really fun. Talk with chat a lot. Though I'll probably talk about it a bit more as like live streams go on. So, yeah. That's fun. Though the second thing I would have been doing is music, actually. I still have two finished songs on my computer that I just never uploaded. Honestly, I thought they just sounded like ass. I'm like, I'm not going to be a good musician. So I decided to just kind of store them in somewhere and just never touch them again. I have a lot of unfinished songs as well. Though, I decided, hey, if this is an anniversary, why don't we celebrate and give you technically 3 videos? Yeah, I decided to upload whatever I have, I actually don't know, I haven't checked yet, on my second channel. Link in the description. Just keep in mind that I'm very bad at making music, so they'll probably sound like ass. Though the third type of content I had planned is probably not something you guys expect. Or would expect. It was a commentary type vibe with gameplay over it where I would just talk and ramble about things going on in the world or in my life. This one wasn't completely removed, as instead of being videos, that's what streams are usually just for. You know, chilling, talking with chat, you know, like, just having a nice, like, vibe to it, you know, a nice, like, lo-fi, low, chill kind of thing. Though, yeah, that's it for the 3 fun facts about me. Yeah, now you know so much more. You know that the days of doom are arising for the corruption community. Landon does stuff, well, not gone, but less involved. The direct is like really, really big. Yeah, that's like my final really big hurrah in the corruption scene. At least by itself, with me only being in the corruption scene. Though, enough of that. It's time that we go ahead and dive into our final episode for today, released on October 16th, 2021, featuring the song Strength of Will by Saster and Fluffy Hairs. After Boyfriend's second battle with the corruption, he loses his cool and begins to panic. The corruption capitalized on this opportunity and separated Boyfriend from Soul. And yes, by the way, his name is Soul, we're going to be calling him that from now on. Though now trapped in the depths of his mind, being manipulated and tortured by the corruption, until he finally succumbs to the plague once again. It begins speaking to Boyfriend. How long has it been? Days, weeks, months, and you are still awake. Who are you waiting for? You don't even know. Just give in. Let us take over. Stop resisting. Go to sleep. Though, as the instrumental starts, Boyfriend isn't giving up. As the corruption keeps trying to beat him down, why do you still try? With Boyfriend still fighting back. We'll make you feel alive again. But he doesn't quit. He keeps singing, even when things are at their worst. Boyfriend doesn't give up. His will to keep fighting for his friends and his family is just too strong for the corruption to break down. And it knows this, as it begins to speak once again. Just give up. Stop silence. Thinking about him. It looks like all of the suffering Boyfriend had to go through is about to finally pay off. With that, we begin the real final battle. This time featuring the song Discharge by Saster and Fluffy Hairs. As Soul and Boyfriend begin this fight with a guitar shred, Soul speaks. Miss me? And now with that out of the way, it looks like after so long of being abandoned at the depths of his mind, all Boyfriend needed was just a good old jam sesh with Soul. As the duo is finally together again after days or weeks, even months of being separated. They're ready to finally break the mold and kick the virus's ass together. With Soul looking just as he did before and Boyfriend regaining his cocky smirk. And finally looking happy again. The duo is pumped and ready to finally ditch this joint as they keep singing. Honestly, man, Discharge is my favorite song in all of FNF, one of my top songs of all time, to be honest. I love it with all of my heart, so here, just give it a listen for me. I promise it's amazing. However, we can't just listen to it forever, as the corruption reappears, trying to drag Boyfriend back down and regain control of his body. I won't allow it. You will stay here. As the background begins to glow with reds and oranges, the corruption begins to mess with Boyfriend. Your life is owed to me, remember? With Soul trying to help Boyfriend out of the situation, but the corruption is so loud. Don't forget your loyalty. Soul begins to speak to Boyfriend. Keep your focus. Remember them. Your friends. But the corruption is able to destroy any hopes Boyfriend has. You will never see them again. They are gone. With Boyfriend losing all hope, looking as he did during Strength of Will, as Soul begins to shred on his guitar, Boyfriend keeps singing, not giving up just like before. Things may look bad. They always will. But it doesn't matter how bad they seem. All that matters now is getting back up and getting ready for the next round. As the corruption speaks, you will regret this betrayal. Boyfriend keeps singing, and Soul eventually joins in with him. And soon enough he speaks. Planning on giving up? Didn't think so. And after everything, it looks like Boyfriend was able to push through and overcome the corruption, pushing past insurmountable odds, and finally becoming the first person to escape the virus's grasp ever, as we get to see Boyfriend's motivation. Dearest, Mirest, Skid, Pump, Pico, and last but certainly not least, Girlfriend. They're the reason Boyfriend's still standing and still fighting. They're the reason why he isn't going to give up. And this last send-off is for every one of them. Because it's time for Boyfriend to finally... With the corruption gone, it's time for a final send-off. With the duo more motivated than ever. There... As the duo keeps singing, cracks begin to form, as the corruption's control on Boyfriend is finally breaking. After some more singing and shredding, soon enough, the duo is finally going to be able to escape and overcome their greatest obstacle. Now, after so long of suffering in silence, forced to be a puppet to the corruption, forced to torture his friends and family, Boyfriend has finally been able to escape the corruption's grasp, once and for all. So, here we are, 1 year of doing stuff. Damn, it's been a wild ride, hasn't it? In this past year, I uploaded 15 full videos, not including this, as I consider it more of a start of Season 2. It's like a Season 2 of sorts for the Landon Does Stuff channel. I've got my grip, I know what content I'm good at making, I know how to make it, and I know to not make hour-and-a-half long videos and try to get them out within a month and a half. That really was not a smart idea. Why did I think that would work? Like, really? That was really stupid. I mean, then again, Was the Corruption came out pretty rushed, so it makes sense. Well, I guess rushed to me. Maybe you guys see it as like a full thing, though. With a lot of the projects, it really does feel like Was the Corruption was rushed in comparison. Like, especially compared to what is reimagined and the future parts in Was the Corruption. Part 1 is, like, really standing out. Not only for length, but then again, the reimagined videos total probably more than double what Is the Corruption is. But you can really tell with, how I mentioned, tier list times weren't originally a thing. You can definitely tell that Was the Corruption has a couple of, wounds due to its age. A lot of cuts and a lot of, mistakes in it just because it was my first long form retrospective type video I made. But yeah, with that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and talk some goals for this year of Landon Does Stuff, or for the season of the show, we'll call it. Starting out with, I want to make 20 videos. I think that would be a good number to hit. That would be about like 1.75 videos a month, I believe. Which I can definitely do. Even with my job, I think it's definitely possible. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas that I do want to talk about. Not all of them are FNF, which is, explaining why the next video isn't going to be FNF. But yeah, got a lot of plans, got a lot of ideas I want to go ahead and talk about. One of them, of course, is Insanity, my favorite corruption take. I love that take so much. I think it's really good, and I can't wait to start talking about it. I have plans to have 3 videos out if you didn't see the community post for February. One of them is this. We're starting at February strong, anniversary, start of a new season per se. Next video will come out probably around mid-February, either the 10th or the 17th, I believe, is when I said I wanted to set the release date for. And then, of course, we have the end of the month, which will be Insanity. If not the end of the month, the start of March will have Insanity. I can guarantee that. But yeah, as well, I want to at least stream once a month. I want to get kind of consistent with it. I really like streaming. I think it's really fun. I don't do it a lot because I don't have a lot of free time, because the time I would, usually on weekends, I'm working 5 till 12 in the morning on Saturdays, which is the night I normally would have streamed. So it's kind of difficult because Friday nights I'm normally spending it with my family or just like a lot of friends playing games. But I'll definitely be trying to spend more weekends working on streaming, working on the channel. And the last goal, the big one I want to hit, 2,000 subs. I know I haven't even hit 1,000 yet, so it's like, oh, you're already thinking about 2,000 Landon, you fucking greedy bitch. But I think 2,000 is 100% possible, as long as I, keep making good content, and I keep improving, which I have no plans to stop, so yeah, don't worry about it. I think 2,000 subs is definitely possible. By the way, shameless plug, but subscribe, please. We're 1 year into Landon Does Stuff, and I want to hit 1,000 subs. I actually want to hit 2,000 before the end of this year. So yeah, that's about it for my goals. And that's the end of this little anniversary I have for you guys. I mean, as I've said, I have 2 more videos planned for February, so don't worry about that. So I guess I'll see you guys all next time with a video not about FNF for once. And of course, if you know what the video is by that riddle that I mentioned earlier between Tormentor and Estranged, please leave a comment below. And I may or may not say if you're right. I haven't decided whether or not if I want to. But yeah, can't wait to see you guys next time with the non-FNF video. It'll be different. I'm jumping the shark and possibly killing my channel. But hey, let's see. It might be fun. Who knows? My name is Landon, and I've done all of my stuff for today. And I hope that you enjoyed watching as much as I did making it. I hope to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night, and remember to always be yourself.